Disclaimer. This video is not meant to promote any ideology or give any political perspective. It is simply an attempt at analog horror or terror through political and violent descriptions. And realism was not of my concern. Loud noise warning. These emergency alarm tones are almost all valid in the United States of America. And you will be fined or arrested for playing them or this video in public in an attempt to cause hysteria or fear. I, Axel, am not responsible for your wrongdoing or for your idiocy. This video is not real. It is a scenario. However, I was inspired by the threat of a second American Civil War and wanted to make a scary video about such a scenario. Again, this video is not real and is fictional. I wanted to make it, and so I did. I hope you enjoy.
Breaking news: the riots spurred by the results of the recent presidential election have incited further civil unrest in about 30 states. As of right now, local law enforcement are struggling to contain these riots or apprehend the people inciting them. They have caused severe damage to nearby buildings and vehicles, and have begun attacking law enforcement and government officials of the Republican Party. There have been rumors of an attempt of insurrection among the crowds in Washington, and local police are doing their best to
Alert! This is a national emergency broadcast. This is not a test. The United States federal government has issued a civil danger warning for the entirety of the continental United States. Your attention is demanded and may be imperative to your survival. Please stand by. Due to the widespread riots, protests, and civil disorder occurring around the nation, the government of the United States has been forced to intervene in treating this civil unrest. Local and state law enforcement have been largely unable to work in the conditions that these protesters and hysteric activists have placed them in, and have been forced to retreat or even flee from attacking citizens. Due to this large-scale civil upheaval, Congress has voted to give the newly elected president emergency powers to calm the citizens of this nation. As first act of president, he has ordered for the enactment of martial law across the entire United States until American citizens become orderly. The National Guard and the Coast Guard, alongside many of our armed troops, will be patrolling and acting within every state in our nation, including Hawaii and Alaska, to ensure the erasure of any and all civil unrest or civil discontent against the president. We are currently under martial law. The protection of your rights under the Bill of Rights or the Constitution is no longer guaranteed. All citizens who do not wish to be questioned, detained, or killed are to stay within their homes at all times. This is an incredibly unfortunate situation that the president would not have preferred to see before his inauguration. However, his hand has been forced, and he will use his emergency powers as necessary to keep the peace in this great country. Remember, the United States will be 250 next year. Our country is young and must prosper and show its strength through its unity, not its divisiveness. Happy New Year to you all. Stay safe. Stay calm. That is the end of this emergency broadcast. More information can be found on whitehouse.gov. Your regular programming will continue shortly.
This is a national broadcast directly from the state governor of Texas. As of 12 o'clock a.m., January 1st, 2026, Texas is no longer a state of the United States of America. Texas has voted in a referendum to be its own sovereign nation and has formally seceded from the Union. The United States has failed its citizens time and time again. But now, with a president who has the lack of heart to unleash the military upon his own people, now is as good a time as any to ring in the new year with a formal declaration of secession from this failed union. That man is no president. The emergency powers placed upon him due to Americans simply enacting their right to protest has made him into a dictator. We choose to not salute to a dictator. Texas has left this union and will create its own union of freedom. Texas's arms are wide open for any and all states who are willing to join us and leave the United States to create a better free world. This is the Union of Freedom. America has failed us all. Join Texas for true freedom. Join Texas so you can truly be heard. The other 49 governors have been contacted. While this is for the best, the entirety of the Republic of Texas is under a state of emergency due to the likely fact that the United States will begin to invade us to reinstate us into their vile nation. However, we will not allow this. We will fight back. This is Texas, our Texas.
Attention, attention. Please pay attention now. This is a Level 3 national emergency. Please pay attention to your broadcast. Your survival may depend on it. The U.S. federal government has issued a national emergency alert. This is not a test, please. Stand by. Attention, attention. Please pay attention now. This is a Level 3 national emergency. Please pay attention to your broadcast. Your survival may depend on it. The U.S. federal government has issued a national emergency alert. This is not a test, please. Stand by. As many of you may know, we are currently bearing witness to a steep drop in diplomatic relations between the states' governments and the U.S. federal government as a result. Many states have attempted to illegally secede and leave the United States of America. As stated, the act of secession was made illegal. In the court case of Texas versus White, almost 157 years ago, all states in this union gave up their right to leave when they joined the United States in the first place. Texas fully chose to join the United States in 1836, so they could have our protection during the Mexican-American War. Their action of seceding, along with a multitude of other states, is unjustified and unacceptable. Texas, and the states that have joined it, have united and are calling themselves the Union of Freedom. We are not going to allow states led by traitors to leave this nation. Due to this, we regret to inform you all that a second American Civil War is imminent. In the year of 1861, 11 states known as the Confederacy left the United States and attempted to create their own nation. They were eventually defeated and reincorporated into the nation. The exact same will happen with the Union of Freedom. We will and must defeat the rebels once more. Officially, as of now, 7 states have left the nation and created their own union. However, there are multiple other states that are considering secession as well, or are currently in the process of seceding. You are about to see those states, marked in a lighter shade of red. We deeply apologize for the circumstances our country is in. The Civil War was the bloodiest war in our country's history. We pray this war will not be as violent as the last. However, we will do whatever necessary to reunite this grand country. The President's orders have not changed. Martial law is to stay in place across the nation, in order to prevent a complete dissolution of civic order. Also, the President has utilized his emergency powers to authorize a nationwide draft for this new Civil War. All men who are 16 to 45 years of age who receive a text message from the number 711 are to go to the location specified in the message. You will then follow the instructions of the military personnel from there on. All women who are 18 to 55 years of age who receive a message from the military will follow the same instructions. Again, we would like to apologize for the state of this country, and would also like to apologize for the fact that we are resorting to a draft. But to repeat, we are simply doing whatever necessary to protect the United States and ensure that it endures. We are strong, we will live on and persist. This is the end of this emergency broadcast. We will play the national anthem before returning to our regular programming.
Hello, this is the President's representative speaking. Mr. President couldn't be here today due to him losing his voice recently. Are you there, sir?
Ah, I see. Yes, this is the President of the Union of Freedom speaking.
Right, yes. We have been clashing very vigorously for the past year, and we have come forward to offer this call to give you a final ultimatum.
Excuse me, you're giving us an ultimatum? I thought this would be a peaceful diplomatic call. We have nothing more to speak about if it is not regarding peace between our two countries.
What? Peace between our two countries? You're a nation consisting of 18 or so of our states, American states. You have left the United States illegally, and we have no choice but to forcibly reinstate you into the nation, unless you surrender, in which case we will be less forceful.
I can't believe what I am hearing. You call this a diplomatic solution? You're ordering me, the leader of this country, to surrender. We will never surrender. We will become what your country couldn't become. Of the people, by the people, for the people.
Absolutely not. You're the leader of no country. You are the governor of the great state of Texas. But now you will go down in history as a traitor, and will be punished as such in a court of law. It's over for you. You end your silly attempt at independence.
Yes, begin the countdown
What?
now.
You're
Yes,
very
please
quiet.
hurry.
Are you
Thank
speaking to me?
Oh crap, you heard me? Screw it. Ignite it now.
What? What are you talking about?
We have the upper hand. This war is all but over. Great job, gentlemen.
Warning, warning. This is a warning broadcasting from the federal government of the Union of Freedom. This is a national emergency. This broadcast has interrupted your regular programming. For your protection, pay attention to all instructions. Your life could be in danger. Please pay attention now. Please await instructions. Please await instructions. Please await instructions. Ladies and gentlemen of this more perfect union, we are here to initiate a nationwide emergency. As many of you may know, the White House of the United States was bombed by a gang of completely unaffiliated terrorists who support the Union of Freedom. In this bombing, the Speaker of the House, the U.S. President's foreign representative, and many other heads of state were killed. This was likely an assassination attempt on the U.S. President, due to his corrupt and tyrannical policies and management of power. This all occurred about 2 months ago, to the day, and, albeit being a significant success for our country, there are many that suspect that our president launched this attack on the White House, and these people are generally unpatriotic towards our views of a better America. All this being said, we have come forth bearing startling and unfortunate news. Our western states, including California, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, Idaho, Oregon, and even Washington, have voted to secede from the nation and are preparing to establish their own independent country. We are not, and will not, accept this blatant treason. This country will remain united until there are but 2 men left in the entire country who call themselves a citizen. We will stay strong through these frightening times.